Namaste, I'm Acharya Pratishtha and I welcome you all to this basic Bharat Yoga learning program day 3. You have already learned how to begin your practice with Pranavocharan, and then you have learned how to practice Pavan Mukta Kriyas as the warm-up practices and also as practices which removes the toxins from different joints of our human body. Today we will be learning some standing practices. After practicing Pavan Mukta Kriyas, one must start with these standing practices. The very first kriya is Virechana Gati. गति वो जो हमें दुर्गति से बचाती है और गति वो जो हमें सदगति प्राप्त कराती है. वंदनीय गुरुदेव द्वारा निर्मित ये गतियाँ, these are a set of, see, आसन means स्थिर सुखम आसनम. The stable posture is called asan. Then what is gati? What are the moving postures? So there are so many moving abhyas, moving postures in yoga, specially created by Gurudev at ashram after a lot of research, which are highly beneficial for everyone and are so easy that it can be done by everyone easily. So this is the first gati which we are learning today. We will be learning more gatis in our this basic learning program. This is Virechan Gati. Virechan means rite ho jana. Virechan means to purify, to clean. So yatha naam tatha guna, it cleanses our system. हमारे भीतर का जितना भी मल है वो बाहर निकलता है. It purifies us. Just remember that it is done in two ways. One is with jump, one is without jump, and it can also be done while sitting. But those who generally we do it while standing, that is, we always begin our practice with Virechan Gati because it warms up our body. It is a wonderful practice for the purification of your body and mind. So let's see how to do it. Stand straight, feet together, and place your hands at the side of your body in such a way that you form a 90-degree angle with your arms. Few people practice it this way. This is wrong. It should be done this way. And then while inhaling, lift up your hands. While exhaling, bring your hands down. Here we have mind controlling nerves, Manovah Nadiyan, and we feel the pressure at our mind controlling nerves when we do it. So stand straight. First I'll show it to you without jump, which everyone can do. "25 exhalations. 25th exhalation should be deep, and then spread your arms, spread your legs, and take a deep breath. And exhale. Again, take a deep breath. And exhale. 3 times you have to take deep breath, and then you exhale and have gratitude for your breath. Everyone can do it. Everyone can do it without jump. And now I'll show it to you with jump. Make sure anyone who is suffering from knee pain or pain in their legs or lumbar pain or any kind of back pain, or people who are, above a certain age, let's say above 50 or above 55 and not fit enough to do it, they should practice it without jump, and rest others can do it with jump. When we do it with jump, it also reduces weight of our body, and it is a wonderful practice for people who are suffering from obesity, and it is a very good practice for every single problem. So let's do it with jump. Stand straight with your hands at 90-degree angle. Complete exhalation, 25th. Spread your hands, spread your legs. Bring your hands down, join your hands and relax your head, relax your entire body. It is very important to relax your entire body, as I have already told you that objective of yoga is not to make you tired but to relax you, to rejuvenate you. Let's do it again. We will be doing 4 rounds of 25 exhalations. I will be doing it without jump to accompany those who cannot do it with jump. Rest others who are fit enough to do it with jump shall do it with jump. Let's begin together. Whatever age group you are, you all can practice Virechan Gati. Position, exhalation. Spread your legs, spread your arms, take a deep breath, exhale. Again, take a deep breath and have gratitude for your breath. Be thankful for the best gift ever, that is your breathing. Again, take a deep breath. Bring your hands down, relax. Now we will be doing it. We'll be doing the second round together. This time I'll be doing it with jump to accompany those who can do it with jump. Position. Twenty-fifth exhalation, complete exhalation. Spread your legs, spread your arms, and 3 times deep breathing with gratitude in each breath, with thankfulness in each breath. परमात्मा आपका अहोभाव, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद इस श्वास के लिए, इस जीवन के लिए. Bring your hands down, relax. Let's do it third time together. Why I'm repeating it is because I believe that you all are practicing it with me, and this is not only a teaching program happening here, but practicing program where you are practicing these kriyas with me. Position. Take a deep breath, exhale. Again, take a deep breath, exhale. Again, take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your hands down, relax, and let's do the last practice. So, because it is a beginner's program, so we are just doing 4 rounds of 25 exhalations. But when you practice it regularly, you can increase the count and take it up to 500 to 600 exhalations together. Complete exhalation, spread your legs, spread your arms, deep breathing. Exhale. Again, take a deep breath. Have gratitude for your breath. Feel your breath. Exhale. Again, take a deep breath. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Join your hands. Relax your head. So this was Virechan Gati. After Virechan Gati, we will be learning Tadasana. Now we are coming to Asana. Asana means Sthir Sukham Asanam. Stable postures are called Asana. Tadasana, Tad means tree, palm tree. So palm tree is one of the tallest trees, and hence Yathanam Tatha Guna. Palm is the tallest tree, and this is a practice which increases our height. So children who want to increase their height, they must do Tadasana regularly. Adults who feel tired after coming back from a hectic day from office, in the evening they can practice Tadasana and relax their entire body. It works on all systems of our body, whether it is respiratory system, skeleton system, all systems are affected by this. In the morning, if it is done, it rejuvenates us and it prepares us for the day. Hence गुरुदेव से ये तो पहली अंगड़ाई है, आगे बहुत लड़ाई है. पहली अंगड़ाई है मीन्स आपको अंगड़ाई लेनी है, कुछ नहीं करना. और कितनी आसान सी चीज़ है, सिर्फ अंगड़ाई लेंगे और स्वस्थ हो जाएंगे. और आगे बहुत लड़ाई है. It prepares us for the further practices. Hence this is the first asana, because Virechan Gati was a Gati. This is the first asana which is done in our day-to-day practice, because it prepares us for the further practices. It stretches our entire body, and after that we are ready for the further practices. To practice Tadasana, join feet together, join your feet, interlock your fingers and place your hands in front of your chest. While inhaling, lift up your hands, keep your eyes stable at a particular point so that you can maintain the balance. Slowly lift up your heels, balance your body on toes, stretch your body as much as you can. Exhale, bring your heels down, bring your hands down. Open your legs, relax. Let's do 3 more rounds of Tadasana. Stand straight, interlock your fingers, feet together. That is very important. Inhale, lift up your hands, stretch your spine, stretch your entire body. Lift up your heels and balance your body on your toes. Hold your breath inside as long as comfortable. Hold the posture as long as you can hold your breath inside. Stretch, exhale, bring your hands down, bring your heels down. Another round. Inhale. Hold your breath inside. Feel the stretch in your entire body. It is making my body more strong and beautiful and well in shape. Exhale, bring your hands down. Let's do the last round. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, down. Join your hands, open your legs, relax your head. Absolute relaxation. क्रिया करते समय पूर्ण मनोयोग के साथ और रिलैक्स करते समय भी पूर्ण मनोयोग के साथ. यानी जब आप क्रिया करें तो देखें मेरे शरीर का कोई सा भी अंग ढीला तो नहीं है. ऐसे ही जब आप रिलैक्स हो तो देखें कि मेरे शरीर का कोई भी अंग स्टिफ तो नहीं है. ये दो चीज़ें बहुत बहुत आवश्यक हैं. तो आज हमने की विरेचन गति और फिर ताड़ासन. अब हम करते हैं मृणाल आसन का अभ्यास. मृणाल आसन के लिए इसी प्रकार से एड़ी पंजे मिला करके खड़े होंगे. मृणाल मीन्स लोटस. So the movement of this practice is that of a lotus, and it brings our waist in shape like that of a lotus stem. So it is a wonderful practice to reduce those extra that extra fat at your waistline, at the sides of your body, and is a wonderful practice to keep your spine flexible. Let's practice Mrinalasana. For Mrinalasana, feet together. Inhale, take your hands up and join your palms in Namaste position, Namaskarasana. See, my ears are under, like it's touching my arms. That's very important. Don't come in this position, don't come in this position. Your arms should touch your ears in the final position. Now, inhale and bend towards your left side. Exhale and back. Inhale, bend, exhale, back. Inhale, stretch, exhale and bring your hands down. This is one round. So today we will be practicing 5 rounds of Mrinal Asana. Generally for weight loss, people do it 10 times thrice, like 30 times they do it, but in the beginning we would not recommend you to do it so many times. Yes, it can be done later on when your spine is flexible enough to do it. If you start with so many repetitions, you might end up with pain at the sides of your body and stiffness in your body, which we would not recommend. That's why we don't recommend it to be done so many times in the beginning. In the beginning we are going to do it only 5 times, so 5 repetitions. Let's do it all together. Stand straight, feet together. Inhale, lift up your hands. Inhale more, bend, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, feet together. That's very important. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Stretch your body. Exhale and bring your hands down. Now remember one thing. It is a wonderful practice for those who suffer from constipation. Early in the morning, you have some warm water and then do it, and then go for stool discharge. It will be very helpful. This is also one of the asanas which are practiced in Shankh Prakshalan, a purification practice for the cleanliness of your stomach. So after Mrinal Asana, we will be doing Skandhasana. For Skandhasana, stand straight. Spread your hands in such a way that palms facing towards each other. Feet together. Inhale and twist in such a way that I'm twisting from my left side and my right palm is touching my left shoulder. Exhale. Inhale, when I twist from the left side, my right palm is touching my left shoulder. Feet together and spine straight. Don't do it in the bend position. Make sure that your spine is straight while doing it. Let's do 5 repetitions. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Third time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Fourth time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Fifth and the last time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring your hands down, spread your legs, join your hands, relax your head. Absolute relaxation. Now sometimes few people do it like exhale while twisting, inhale while coming back. Exhale while twisting, inhale while coming back. Even that's not wrong. That's also right way to do it. But why we do opposite breathing is because when you inhale and twist, it is more effective. It gives more effect to that particular organ. Hence, it should be done while twisting while inhaling. That's important. After this, we will be doing Vibhakta Hastapada Asana. Hastapada Asana means, Hasta means hand, Pad means pair, the legs. So when you bend forward and you touch your forehead to your knees, that's called Hastapadasana. But everyone can't do it. If you're not in practice, if you're a beginner, you find it tough to do it. If you're suffering from any kind of back pain, it is not recommended to do it. If you're suffering from cervical pain, it is not recommended to do it. Hence, Gurudev developed this Vibhakta Hastapadasana, which is modified Hastapadasana. That is, it will be done easily, but the effects are same. So you will be getting the same benefits. Now, what are the benefits of Vibhakta Hastapadasana? Vibhakta Hastapadasana, see, we are standing entire day, and due to prolonged standing, the circulation of blood goes downward. Hence, it is very important to do such practices in which the circulation of blood goes upward. But we cannot recommend Shirshasana straight away to the beginner that, take your head, keep your head down and legs up. That's not possible for a beginner. Hence, these are the practices which increases the flow of blood towards your skull, that nourishes your skull, eyes, ears, skin, teeth, your head, your brain. It is a wonderful practice for all these parts of your human body. So to practice Vibhakta Hastapadasana, give space between your legs, shoulder width, that much space, and then stand straight. Now it's very, very simple but very, very effective. Inhale and bend forward. When you bend forward, first you bend from your lower back, then middle back, and then just leave your upper back and your head loose. So I'll be showing you once and then we'll do it together. Or you can do it with me also. This is an easy practice and can be done easily. So inhale, bend forward. And in this position, leave your hands absolutely loose. Leave your neck loose. Leave your head loose. Let the blood flow towards your skull and let it nourish your head. Let it nourish your brain, eyes, ears, nose, teeth, tongue, skin, your face. Inhale and back. And it is so relaxing. You can just visualize it on my face and you can feel it when you are doing it with me. Very, very relaxing. Let's do one more round of Vibhakta Hastapadasana. Inhale, bend forward, leave your head loose, your hands loose. Normal breathing in the final position. Exhale and back. Let's do the last round of Vibhakta Hastapadasana. Inhale. Normal breathing in the final position. Leave your upper half absolutely loose. Let the blood flow towards your skull and let it nourish your skull. Exhale and back. Join your hands, relax. So these were some basic standing practices which we learned today. There are so many more. There is Dhruvasana, also known as Vrikshasana. There is Bhadrasana, Veerbhadrasana. There is Garudasana. But I would recommend those practices not at the basic stage. Hence, you practice these kriyas. We will be meeting soon where we'll be doing more practices. For today, this is enough. End your session with Pranav Ucharan and with gratitude. Thank you so much.